What is going on, guys? I'm your host Station here, and welcome back to some Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water. It's part 6. We left off where we just came out of the forest with Yuri. Fui supposedly killed herself, but in reality we know that she was, she looked over and saw a woman, and therefore the ghost supposedly, or something was there forcing her to do it. So I don't think this is a suicide, I don't think this mountain is a suicide hotspot, but more like a ghost killing site. Ghosts come to kill people. But anyways, we're gonna hop into the third drop. Let me make sure I have costumes set, because I have a Riza outfit set up. This guy, I have a outfit from the third game, Key, the boyfriend of Ray. But I'm just gonna keep his normal outfit. This person, she has Biku's outfits and Mayu outfit in the second and first and third ones, but we're not worried about that. Yeah. Okay, so let's hop into this. Rin Hojo. Okay, so we're gonna play it some way different. Okay, Rin Hojo, the author who sent Hisoka to find the photographs, takes a closer look at the album. One photo catches his eye and he decides to investigate further. He goes to the inn with a camera obscura and Rui, his assistant. I don't know how to say her name, so I'm sorry. We don't really need anything. Pretty good on points, so let's start the episode. Rin Hojo, a writer, is haunted by a reoccurring dream in which he kills a young girl during a ritual. He receives an album of post-mortem photographs located on his request by Hisoka. Upon viewing one of the photos, Rin recognizes the very scene from his dream. Eager to delve further into this puzzling mystery, Rin heads to the abandoned inn in person, this time bringing along his assistant Ryu, or I don't know how you say her name, Rui Kagami, sorry.
Will you die with me?
This guy is tormented by whatever he's researching. Jesus.
She's beautiful, but she looks sad too.
Yeah.
Isn't she the type of woman that you get nervous around?
Yeah. There may be more of this stuff out there.
Shall I call Hisoka?
No, let's go there ourselves. It'll be quicker that way.
At this hour?
It won't take long.
What do you mean? What time is it?
So then, shouldn't you take the camera obscura? You haven't used it yet. This could be your chance. People say there's something off about that place.
Okay.
My camera obscura is on the desk, so I can send it back after appraising it for me. I should take the shadow reading report with me too. It may come in handy. He never really said her name, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Ryu's always complaining about me leaving things on the sofa. Okay. Just grab the camera. There's an antique looking camera over this. Yeah, that's your obscure guy. You got the measure upgrade? This displays the current health of the locked on enemy. Nice. Unfinished manuscript. It doesn't yet have a title. I'll need more materials to solidify the theme. Memorial portraiture. The act of photographing dead bodies was a practice in the Western countries in the 19th century, a time when photography was still a rare and expensive luxury. The bodies of recently deceased family members and loved ones were photographed in lifelike poses as a solemn keepsake of remembrance. While researching the phenomenon, I discovered that a similar custom made its way to Japan as well. Known as post-mortem photographs, a small number of these photos still remain. I have been fortunate enough to obtain one such photograph, which I found to contain a certain beauty lacking in its Western counterparts. When photography first arrived in Japan, it was accompanied by the prevalent superstition that photographs could steal a person's soul. Whether anyone truly believed this or not, it surely gave post-mortem photographs a special significance in Japan. If photos were taken with this belief in mind, the post-mortem photographs would not simply have been taken as keepsakes or for mourning purposes. Rather, the practice may have carried a certain deeper spiritual significance. It's a reply to the appraisal request for this camera obscura. It urges caution in using it. To Renhojo, the camera you left me to look at is a device known as a camera obscura. Its purpose is to capture images of the supernatural things invisible to the naked eye. These cameras are incredibly rare, with an almost mythical status in the antiques market. A few have been known to exist. This is the first I've ever seen with compound lenses. Okay. I don't mean to frighten you, but rumor holds that to own a camera obscura is to invite misfortune. They say everyone who has owned one has either died, lost their mind, or gone missing. The camera themselves have outlived many owners. While some aficionados do seek them out, the stories of previous owners meeting with such misfortune has had an impact on their values as antiques. My camera obscura was left to a local family after its previous owner passed away. They graciously gave it to me. I believe yours is still usable, but please do exercise caution in doing so. Sincerely, Hisoka Kurosawa. P.S. The cover of your camera obscura is broken, but it seems it originally had a box shape. I doubt you sell it to me, but I would like to borrow it for a while, if you don't mind. I'm happy to compensate. Please think it over. I left the shadow reading report on the sofa. Should take it with me just in case. A lot of reading. Holy shit. Okay, so this is that. Take it. It may have some information that I could use. Who knows when I might need it. Yuri's report. This is Yuri. By Yuri, seems to be a photo album. Found item report, client Renhojo report, Yuri Kozukata, verified by Hisoka Kurosawa, details of requests, find items pertaining to post-mortem photography on Mount Hikami, obtain them if possible, perform shadow reading using the post-mortem photograph found on Mount Hikami as a token. Located album of post-mortem photographies in Ichiro Manor, took custody of object. Okay. Where did I put that book about Mount Hikami? Has Ryu been tidying up again? It might be on one of the shelves. right here. While researching Mount Hakami, I don't think this story has anything to do with what's going on now. The Maiden Slayer. There's 7 pages to this. Oh my god. I think this episode is just gonna be me reading. Mount Hakami has long been steeped in legends revolving around suicide and ghosts, revered as a sacred place since time immemorial. It was once the worshipping ground and home of many shrine maidens. Once there was a man who fell in love with a maiden and came to the mountain in order to court her. However, she remained loyal to her duties and refused his advances. Enraged, the man killed her and threw her into the river. Several days later, he returned with a torch and blade and proceeded to brutally butcher all the shrine maidens on the mountain, tossing them into the river as he went. The waters of the mountain flow red with blood, carrying the slaughtered corpse of the maidens all the way down to the pool of purification. It is said that the eyes of each of the shrine maidens have been gouged out. Just before killing the first maiden and tossing her into the river, the man's eyes met with those of his victims. Something in her eyes led him to murder the others, or so the legend goes. With all the maidens dead, he killed himself by cutting his own throat. The ghosts of the shrine maidens, still drenched in those bloody waters, have appeared on the mountain ever since. It is said that those who met their eyes are led to their deaths. They follow the woman into the water and drown themselves. Though only a legend, the story is believed to be based on an actual incident. Local records show that the bodies of several shrine maidens were discovered long ago, and that all rituals and rites ceased to be performed from that day on. Looks like part of Ryu's journal. It must have got mixed in here while tidying. I feel bad reading it, but Jesus, I feel bad for this fucking video, dude. It's just nothing but reading, and we're like 12 minutes in. Mr. Hojo can't clean up after himself. For someone who lives alone for so long, he's incapable of housework, he can't cook, and he's bad at tidying up. I'm more like his caretaker than his assistant. He loses things all the time, and whenever he doesn't have a book he needs, he blows up. He usually ends up asking Mrs. Kurosawa for help. One time, when I was trying to sort all his books, there was one I couldn't find anywhere. It's like it just disappeared. Miss Kurosawa found it with her shadow reading. She went into his room on her own, then came back out a little while later with the missing book. She just smiled and said something about making the invisible visible. What is this shadow reading business anyway? That reminds me of that one time I was tidying up and I came across something I'd never seen before. It was like Mrs. Kurosawa said, the invisible became visible. It was kept inside an old box. I don't even know what it was. I put it aside to sort out later on, but when I went to take a proper look, it had vanished. It must have gone invisible again.
It's almost sunset. We should hurry.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's almost sunset, my guy. Fucking hell, 12 minutes of fucking reading, dude.
There's a local superstition warning people not to go up Mount Hakami after dusk. If you climb the mountain in the twilight hours, it'll show you a different form. Its true form.
Well, we're about to fucking die.
Only those who wish to die come here at that time.
Yeah, dude really couldn't just wait till the next day at sunrise to fucking come here.
I think that's the inn where the album was found. This must be Ichiru Manor. So, do you think you'll be able to use the camera obscura? I think you should try it out first, just to be sure.
Okay.
What? Ren's camera. This type of camera obscura allows you to take multiple photos at once. Oh, I know that. Use the multi-shot function to take 4 photos at once, dealing more damage to the ghost that you photograph. Taking multiple photos at once helps also helps get a fatal frame shots. After a multi-shot, the camera obscura will take longer than usual to reload the film. Keep in mind that multi-shots quickly use up a lot of film. Also, standard camera obscura lenses do not work with Ren's camera obscura. Oh, it's just a one-time thing? Wow.
Is the camera working?
Well, you look like you, so yeah.
Is that a good thing?
We should go.
Alright, let's go. So we're going back in there, and I know what's in there. That
I
fucking
hear the older
doll.
part of this inn, the part that's further back inside, it was part of some temple or shrine. After it became an inn, the proprietor's family lived here, but it doesn't look like anyone's been here. There was a massive landslide that hit Mount Ikami. Maybe they were all buried under the rubble. Hey, it looks like the album you asked for was found in the old building.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
What? Your old 3-story inn. Yeah, we seen that before. Oh, I hate this dude. Oh, God. So where exactly am I going? He wanted us to go to the back room, to the owner's room. So basically just head straight. What's he doing? The camera is reacting to something? The camera's crew has the power to photograph the invisible. I wonder if it's the same as the power Ahsoka uses for her shadow reading. So what? What exactly are you telling me about? Gotcha. Drowned woman. Oh boy. I'm gonna say you just gonna stay there? Oh. Is this more watery? That was never open. The hatch on the duct has shut itself. It must have been the wind. But you know that was not the wind. big ass hands. What is that? What's the time? Alright guys, I'm gonna end this part here, cause that was just horrible. Leave a like if you like, hit that subscribe button to become a subscriber today, and as always guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.